There he
Bro, bro,
is.
bro. Here I be. And
TY.
here you are. TY in the building, ERIC. We're the boys, the
Mm-hmm.
Think Fresh boys, banging on your headphones.
That's
Happy
damn
Friday,
right.
Eric.
Happy Friday. This beautiful Friday episode is brought to you by Laird Superfood.
We're
Get your
doing that
fucking creamers,
again.
boys. We sure are.
Damn, that's right. Use code ThinkFresh for 15% off at Layered Superfoods. Support podcasters and retired surfers everywhere. They don't get pensions. This is all they got going for them.
Yeah, dude. I took a look at the website the other night and they had this variety pack of protein bars. This is
Mm.
what I'm particularly interested in as a gym rat, I guess.
Hmm.
It looked really good, so I'll be ordering some of that. Um, but yeah, Ty, this episode is also brought to you by Wongo Puzzles.
Yeah.
Got a puzzle head in your life? Get them a Wongo puzzle. It's
Dude,
built to last.
the only thing puzzling about this is how you can make an entire company just selling puzzles. Doesn't add up for me. But you can get 10% off your puzzles if you use code ThinkFresh at Wongo Puzzles. Um,
Bang.
Bing,
Click
bang,
that
boom.
link. Click that link in the description, baby. And
Hmm.
yeah, surprise. It's never too early to shop for Christmas. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Just get ahead of that. Order it
Yeah.
now. Who knows? It might take 2 months to get to you. I've never ordered from there.
In my household, we celebrate half Christmas. That's coming up soon.
There
Just
you
just
go.
the upper torso of Santa Claus comes down the chimney.
I only celebrate the lower torso because that's where you get to sit on their laps. You know, that's the whole point of.
For sure, for sure. Santa Claus is just a lap with a beard.
uh, that is true, Ty. That is true. Um, how are you doing today? It's a beautiful sunny Friday. It's warm. I'm cooking right now in my studio, and I'm like 25 minutes away from taking off my shirt.
Yeah, dude, I'm about to go shirtless as well. This is going to be a hot Thai summer. I can tell already. I'm feeling like uh based off of just my tanning routine as of recent, the weather ahead of us. I'm gonna toast myself this summer. I'm gonna look like a golden loaf of just white bread, double toasted by the end of the summer. I'm gonna hit the
Hmm.
gym a little bit, just tighten up all the
Hmm.
flabs. There's gonna be no flaps of meat here. So I'm feeling
You're
good.
gonna
I'm feeling
let
inspired.
you're gonna let all the meat hang out,
Hmm.
hang out of the bun, and just soak up some rays. And I'm looking forward to doing that myself, Ty. It sounds like the best weekend to do that.
Hell yeah, brother. Um, Other than that, some good news with Subway today. The woman that's suing Subway about the fake tuna fish, if you
Oh,
remember. Yeah, I have a
yes.
conclusion to this saga for you.
Wow. Was this like a year ago when this story broke, or
Hmm.
longer? Like it seems like this is like OG Think Fresh days. Like real heads know when we broke the news to the to the
Hmm.
breadheads.
We were first on scene for sure, but it has. I don't know. After a couple hundred episodes, I have no sense of time anymore. But I can tell you that it was probably 100 episodes ago that this story broke. A woman in California, that Subway's tuna was not real. And I mean, she was just saying what was on all our minds all along.
Hmm.
I knew it
Yeah,
was
she was
never
trying to hit
real.
a lick. You know, she was
Hmm.
like, "I have a great feeling about this, and it doesn't affect me personally, but I'm going to profit off of it if I can."
Hmm. Yeah, and with that in mind, she has a lot in common with Drake and his stake.com bets. This is just a big bet, a lot on the line.
Yeah. What was the over under on the tuna on the tuna
Yeah.
fish, Ty?
So,
Above water
uh,
or or underwater?
we're underwater in this one, bro. Much like Drake's stake.com bets, there actually are repercussions to suing a fast food mega chain.
Oh,
Yeah.
did they
So
like do a deep scroll on her Twitter or something and found some naughty language?
I don't know if I'm sure they doxed her, but um, I don't think anything they uncovered left the courtroom. But what I
Hmm.
do know is that as of this week, she has dropped the case. I guess
Oh,
maybe they didn't have enough evidence, or Subway's
hmm.
lawyers are just too good.
Oh, baby,
Yeah.
those subway lures are supremo.
Mhm.
Um, do you think that if you settle a case, like it doesn't even get to court, right? Like you kind of just like throw it out there, like, hey, look, we're gonna take you to court, but if you want to avoid this whole mess, this whole tuna salad,
Mhm.
just give me a cool 5 million, and
Mhm.
I'll just drop the case. If that happens, does the public find out? Is that like public knowledge, or is it just they hear about the case being dropped,
I think if
much like
it's settled.
the tomato slice down the line?
Yeah, yeah. If it gets black olived, it meaning settled out of court, then I don't think it's public knowledge. It's like what happens in the toaster stays in the toaster, you know?
Oh,
In this case, though, it was dropped, which is not, maybe I'm not sure if there's a difference in the vernacular, but I think that means that there was no settlement in or out of court. It was
oh,
simply
okay,
they backed off. Subway's dogs chased them back.
huh, interesting.
Um, and Subway is actually, I think Subway's on the offensive now here, Eric. They
Oh,
have made the suggestion that the woman's lawyers be sanctioned. Ooh.
oh shit. So what did the lawyers do to deserve
Well,
to be sanctioned? What does that even mean to a layman such as myself?
yeah, I don't really know. I think that sanctioning is like the first, like, I guess, mark on your record. It's like the gateway, like, problem that leads to eventually being suspended or debarred. Um,
Hmm.
Kind of like getting a DUI as a normal person, but as a lawyer.
Yeah, dude, driving under the influence.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, interesting, interesting, interesting. So, huh?
It's
Sanction.
got.
Only other time I've heard that word, Ty, is
Mhm.
when like the Russia invaded Ukraine,
Mhm.
and then we imposed sanctions on Russia. I guess that means we're cutting them off financially,
Mhm.
or cutting off trade or some other thing. I don't know what we're even trading with Russia, but
I don't know.
um,
Vodka. I
limiting them in some way, I guess, would be
kind of like
the
how, yeah, like when
yeah.
Subway sanctions the guacamole. It's a similar idea, right? Like if Subway was Russia, the guacamole is the vodka, and we are the Canadian consumer. We can't access the guac or the vodka,
Oh, Ty, I
right?
just breaking news, Ty. I've Googled it. And a sanction is a threatened penalty for disobeying a law or rule. So,
Mm.
with that said, it sounds like the lawyers of this woman did something illegal to maybe
Mm.
obtain this information or to obtain evidence in the case. That would be my guess. They illegally like obtained the DNA of the tuna.
Dude, yeah, I think they or maybe they spiked the tuna.
Mm, yeah, that's right. Wow. So
Wow,
wow. So I never thought I'd be on the side of Subway in a legal battle, but it sounds like Subway is the good guy here, and we
I
need
think they might
to
be.
defend Subway in the name of the law.
Wow. Yeah. We'll stand the line for Subway. We are the front
Hmm.
line. We are the artists.
Interesting. So we have no other information about this case, right? We just know that it was dropped. They reached a
Mhm.
decision behind closed doors, behind the line, if you will,
Mhm.
and they said, "That's it. We're done. We're done here."
Yeah. There was
Interesting.
conversations in the back room by the tomato slicer.
Hmm.
We'll never know. Are
Yeah.
you okay? So now that we have this information, do you feel? How do you? Has this changed your perception of the tuna?
um, I've always been team tuna, to be honest, Ty. You know what I mean? I've never once been afraid to order it. I don't normally go for it because it just seems like, I don't know. It's just not the best flavor. You know what I mean? I don't want 12
Mhm.
inches of tuna. That's way too
Mhm.
much
It's too
tuna.
much tuna. Too much tuna.
Too much tuna and too much mayo.
Mhm.
It is about 80% mayo. But yeah, I don't know. I don't see any issue with the tuna. I think if this case gets dropped, that's a good sign, and we should be rooting for this. You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
think a lot of people wanted to see the downfall of Subway and for them
Facts.
to finally be caught fish handed
Mhm.
and, be selling some weird 3D printed, I don't know, fish gunk.
Mhm.
But I'm actually rooting for Subway in this case. I don't want them to be, I don't want them to shut down all 44,000 locations.
Yeah, dude. Subway is kinda like it's kinda like the Musk effect, where at a certain point you become so popular that you are present in everybody's mind. Everyone's thinking about you. And therefore
Hmm.
everyone wants you to fail because they want you to get out of their head, you know?
Hmm.
I think that's
Hmm.
the challenge Subway has right now is that they when at a certain scale you can't control your reputation.
That's right. They're so ubiquitous with culture
Mhm.
that even news like this will just like spread on Twitter. And I bet you they threatened to sue this woman back for spreading information that was not yet proven in court. Because like
Mhm.
information like this runs like wildfire, and you're basically like um, defaming Subway and like accusing them of something in the court of
Mhm.
public opinion, which we all know has far worse consequences than the actual
Totally,
court
dude.
system.
No one wants to get canceled.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Wow, you're so right. They're probably gonna countersue for defamation because I'm sure they've seen a huge decline in their tuna sales since this fiasco. I don't even
Hmm.
see the tuna sandwich on the menu when I go in. I don't know where they're hiding it. They're hiding it in the corner.
Yeah,
It didn't make the
it's not
top 12.
it's not good for us, Ty, because that means the tuna that you do see there is probably from last week because no one's
Yeah,
ordered it because it's not on the menu.
there is a positive feedback loop here with the tuna where the less people like it, the less they eat it. The less fresh it is, the less they like it. The less they eat it, the less fresh
It
it
just
is.
just spirals into the deep depths of the sea.
Dude, yeah, the Marianas Trench of tuna.
Yeah.
That's the bucket. You'll never see the bottom because they're not no, they're not
Hmm.
getting through it.
Hmm. I went to
Yikes.
Subway today, Ty.
Hell yeah. Did you hit that tuna?
Hit him right in the stink.
Yeah.
I did not. I didn't even see it. And granted, I wasn't looking for it. Next time I will. But my eyes were up at the new menu. They rebranded my local Subway Tie. It's now has the new logo finally. Um, New menu, new signage everywhere. It's the
Wow.
the sensory overload when you walk into a Subway. It's too much for my ADHD Tie. I just shut down.
Dude, once you, like, orient yourself to it, climatize a little bit, it's the right direction because Subway has always been a maximalist brand. If you think about the old design of the bricks and the flower pots and the funny tiles and the wallpaper, like it was very ornate, very detailed.
Hmm.
And then when they stripped all that back with the new type of interior design, it's very sleek, it's very clinical. So,
Clinical. Ooh.
yes, but they're able to bring back some of that ornate detailing in the world's most like sensory overloaded menu. Like that thing for being made of paper has just like so
Hmm.
much going on.
Hmm. Hmm. There's really way too much going on. Like you walk in, before you even walk in, Ty, you're hit with the smell of the
Hmm.
bread that's being pumped out through the
Hmm.
ventilation system.
Hmm.
And then you walk in, you see all this food in front of you, triggering this like primal instinct, my hunter gatherer instinct, Ty, where I immediately gravitate towards the food.
Hmm.
And then you have some young gentleman saying hello. Hello, hi there.
Hi there.
And then there's like four
Very
other
AI.
dudes, four other dudes watching their sandwich be made, and it's just a lot, Ty. And then through all this, I gotta decide, like, I gotta interpret this new menu and pick a number. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, it's very deal or no deal, I guess, in that way.
Yeah, dude. So what number did you go with? What
Can't
started the
recall the
board?
number. I can't recall the number, Ty, but I did get the Supremo, the Italiano, because I had a little coupon today. I came
Oh,
through with little I came through with a little piece of paper saying $3 off any Italian footlong. And I said, fuck yeah, let me get the Supremo in that case. And then because I was saving $3, I felt the obligation to upscale my cheese. So I swapped that cheddar for some mozzarella.
That's wow, you tried the mozzarella, the ooey gooey mozzie.
Hmm.
What what did it resonate?
Oh, dude, yeah, it was awesome. It was like I was eating like a margarita pizza. It was so good.
That's how I felt when I ate it. I thought like, wow, I feel like I'm in a Napoli.
Yeah, honestly, it was fantastic, Ty. I'm almost ashamed to admit it, but I think Subway has been tasting really good lately.
They're
Like
turning
it's
that ship around.
yeah, like I don't know what it is, Ty, but I think it has to do with the new menu. That new
Mm,
menu is really really good, but it is expensive. My sandwich is
yes.
$15, and I use a coupon.
Yo, that's whack. It
Yeah,
is way more money now, but I think it's
yeah.
because Subway is hard pivoting into just better quality ingredients. That's, I mean, like I have tasted a difference in recent times. Like
Hmm.
every ingredient I can actually taste, with the exception of the lettuce.
Hmm. Hmm. 100%. And it looks appetizing.
Hmm.
Whereas like if you just Google like Subway footlong, eventually you'll come across an image of like a really sad looking sandwich that's just like spread open on a piece of
Hmm.
paper with like sauce everywhere. It looks horrible. You can't even see the veggies. It's just like kind of
Oh
flat.
yeah, yeah,
But
dude.
now it looks like the commercials. I'm not gonna lie. And Subway is not in our pockets. I'll just give that disclaimer right now.
Facts. Yeah, this is not a sponsored podcast in any way.
Yeah.
I had, but if you do go type Subway sandwich into google.com, hit the images tab, you are going to see some of the most deranged looking meals in your life. Like they're just like, they're all squished. Like they're all weird shapes. There's
Hmm.
crap everywhere. It's, it's really unappetizing.
Hmm. Yeah, it really is.
No longer
Um,
though.
no longer. Um, Ty, I want to talk a little bit about what I saw go down in this subway as I was standing
Okay.
there waiting for my sandwich. Not one person came in after me, but there were like five people in front of me. And
Five
I stood
fellas.
there,
You guys
five
are like
fellow
One
footlong.
Direction. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and I was standing there for a good 10 minutes before my sandwich even was ordered. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? All these like takeout orders are being pumped out. And I'm standing
Oh
there. I'm like,
no.
how do I not have any priority here? I'm standing in front of you. Like, how is some dude on his couch, like, dick in hand, getting
Hmm.
priority service over me? It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
Um,
dude. Because well, he was the first one to grab the 6 incher. That's why.
yeah, he was like trying to order the kids pack, but they didn't have it
Mhm.
anymore.
Shit.
Um, and yeah, while I was standing there, one guy like parked his car illegally outside, like someone just randomly in the middle of the road, and
Hmm.
like walked straight to the bathroom, and then came out of the bathroom and then left. I was
Wow.
like, wow, this is classic Subway. Some dude wearing like Oakleys is just like beeline into the bathroom and then left. Um, yeah, but then
He didn't even buy a courtesy cookie.
not
Washrooms
even
are
a
for
courtesy.
cookie customers only.
Yeah, well, he saw the fucking line, and he was
Fair
like, "This
enough.
dude's been standing here. I haven't moved a single step in any direction while he was using the bathroom."
Yeah,
So
dude.
that was a bad sign for him.
You were probably looking a little shriveled too. Lunch rush.
Hmm.
Eric hasn't eaten. Starts to look like a golem or something.
Yeah, dude, my palms were sweaty. I was ready to like hop over that fence and make my own sandwich.
Get in there. Oh,
Um,
you ever like in a long lineup at like Starbucks and then you just mobile order to skip the line? You could probably have done that.
yeah, that's true. I don't know, man. I thought they would see me. It's the same two guys every time, and they're speaking Punjabi to each other.
Hmm.
The same two guys, and they like still didn't recognize me. Maybe they did, and they just were too introverted to engage. But
Right,
it
right.
doesn't matter. But somebody who wasn't too introverted, Ty, walked in. Like there was like four of us standing there waiting, and this guy just like walks in, and he starts whispering to like the staff. He's like, "Hey guys." I'm like, "What the fuck is this guy okay?" And he was like, he was just doing a bit the whole time, and he's just like, "I'm just playing." And he ordered a sandwich online.
What? What the
And
fuck?
then he was like talking to the staff by name. He was like addressing them by their name. It's like, oh yeah, thanks, like Ron or whatever. So
Hmm.
this guy knows them. They're not wearing name tags, bro.
Oh, it wasn't
And
Ron's Way on the name tag.
no, Ron way. Oh fuck.
Yo, but okay, I'm so confused right now. So he comes in. He whispers sweet nothings to the artist, presumably
Yeah,
like
dude.
past you, past the sneeze guard to the artist. So it's a fairly like robust whisper. And
It's
then
fairly
he
robust.
says,
No,
"Now
he
I'm
this
just
guy
playing."
this guy walks straight to the express pickup, the
Mm,
cashier's desk, if you will,
hmm
and starts whispering something. He's like, "Hey guys," and I was like, "What the hell is this?" And then he is like, "It's like, oh yeah, nice day." Eh? It's like full volume, and then like hands them some cash and said, "That's all for you."
Wow, so nice.
So this guy, this fucking weirdo, tipped, and then he was like looking around, like he was kind of like gauging reactions because he knows he's being a little bit of a weirdo. And I just
Hmm
like stood there with my sunglasses on, straight faced, and I was like, I'm
Oakley's.
not having it. With my Oakleys on, yeah. I was the guy using the bathroom.
The twist.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh.
Yo, that's awesome. So this was all a performative act for this guy. He probably wasn't
Yeah,
even going to
he
eat the sandwich.
he got off on that for sure, and he who knows he got some mystery footlong I didn't see, but yeah, that's it.
This is the problem with online ordering. As soon as you're anonymous on the internet, it gives you a false sense of esteem. Like I'm sure that guy has never like he doesn't even have a social circle. That's the your
Hmm.
experience today was the closest thing he has to a social network.
Hmm. Yeah, that is true. But to be honest, it sounds like he has more self-respect than I do because he decided to place the order online and not waste his time inside. If anything, he
Hmm
got a laugh out of it, even if it's just him, and then
Yeah.
left. Whereas I
Yeah,
was the
dude.
idiot who got there 10 minutes before him, stood there the entire time he was making a laugh, and then still had to wait after he left.
Right.
So who's the joke on, you know?
I know he's munching. Well, you're just a munch.
Exactly, dude.
That's rough.
Ugh,
That's rough. Well,
yeah.
the challenge is I don't think you can use the coupons for an online order, and the coupons are really
Oh.
quite brilliant, Eric, because they clearly got you in the door. So like in 2023, people are like coming up with the craziest marketing ideas. They'll like, I just saw like Tiffany and Co took over like an entire resort. Um, what like there's a bunch of like Snap VR things going on. Um, but Subway's just like,
Hmm.
now we're gonna steer clear of all of that bullshit. Coupons get people in the door, and they're not wrong. It's like pure, it's
Hmm.
simple.
Yeah, it is good. I mean, Bay like found it in the mailbox and said, "Hey, look what I found," and I was like, "Oh God!" Like Bay's like too into it, and I was like, "I
Hmm
don't want to see this." And she like left it somewhere. I'm like, "I don't want to see this in the house. I don't want this to be visible. Like, can you please
hmm
just hide this from me?" And then she like put it in like one of the cupboards, and I like saw it the other day, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I should get a sandwich." So it did
Damn,
work, Ty. I'm a victim of marketing, unfortunately.
it's crazy. I like the idea of like Bay picking up the coupons in front of you and being like, "I'm the co-host now. Like, let's go."
Hmm. Yeah, Bay wanted to treat me to a footlong, and I said, "Hell nah."
Wow. If
But
you
there is a coupon for cookies on there. I think you get
nice,
6 for maybe like $3 or something. It's a pretty good deal.
that's a great deal. But you have to be able to eat 6 cookies.
Mm. Yeah, I already started brainstorming like what function can I bring these to
Hmm
because
Can
that
you
would
pull
be a
up
hit.
something?
You already know.
Dude, yes. I've brought the cookie platter to parties before. People love them. People know what they are. That's the thing. At parties, you want something that's intuitive. You're like, I know how to pick that up and eat it. I know what it's going to taste like. No one wants to try your like weird jello salad, you know?
Yeah, you're right, dude. Whoever brings the Jello salad can fuck right off. Honestly,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
my favorite part of going to house parties is like venturing like into like other areas of the house
Mm-hmm.
unbeknownst to the host.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
then like it usually involves like opening the fridge, and then whenever you open the fridge and there's like a tray of jello shots, it just makes me laugh every single time. I think that's so funny
Got
because someone
you.
made them. Someone made them and was like going to bring them out and was waiting for the right time, and I had discovered it too early.
Damn. Spoiler. It's
Oh,
like when you
fuck.
skip ahead in the TV show. Um,
Yeah, especially when it's a shitty party. And then you find the jello shots like an hour in, and you're like, what the fuck?
You're like, oh no, it gets worse.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Dude, it's so funny. Can you imagine you, an adult male, like making jello shots? Like, that's not for you.
Yeah, I've had more Jello shots in the last, like post COVID. I've had more Jello shots than pre COVID. So
Really,
that
you're in
should
your
say
jello
something. Yeah,
shot era.
I think they're
Huh.
making kind of a comeback, Ty. Same with like you, Smirnoff Ice. I think that like icing your boys and
Mhm.
icing your girls and taking Jello shots. Those are all coming back.
Cool. Well, I'm feeling a little bit jello-y myself, and I haven't had one in any time recently.
Okay. Well, now that you say that, Ty, watch you're gonna encounter some this weekend. I'm sure.
I guarantee it. They say it 3 times, and one just manifests.
Exactly.
Damn,
Oh
that's
boy.
wild. Sounds like quite the experience at Subway. I haven't dined there recently, regrettably so, but I did remember that I went to a different fast food chain, Eric, that was eerily similar to our beloved Way.
Oh,
Um,
please
I
tell me
just
more.
Yeah, I just remembered this now, but when I was in Toronto last month, I visited a Canadian fast food chain by the name of Harvey's. Have you heard of Harvey's?
Oh, of course, dude. Yeah,
Have
that's
you
a
dined at
OG.
Harvey's?
I don't think so. It depends on what's in the Home Depot here.
Mm,
Because I
yeah.
remember there being like it's kind of like a working man's fast food spot, right?
It
And I
is.
know there's one like in the Home Depot where I grew up, and I just can't remember if it's Harvey's or Arby's. They all sound very similar though.
Yeah, yeah, it does sound similar. I think this is the
It's kind
biggest
of like
downfall of Harvey's is that it sounds a little bit too much like Arby's, making it unmemorable.
it's kind of like the Mandela effect. It's like this whole time you thought you were eating at Harvey's, but Harvey's never existed.
Well, it turns out it does exist. There's very few chains left, but I did patron one while I was in the 6666, and it's simply just like a fast food burger joint. Um, but here's the kicker: you order your burger, or in my case, I got the veggie burger. After the guy you put the order in, the guy like takes the patty, puts it on the bun, then he walks over to what's something called the garnish counter, and then he like
Oh.
smacks that burger down like you're throwing down like 10 bands at the roulette table. Um, and then he just like stares at you. And so like when this happened, I was triggered. I was like, "Oh, I think I know what happens next." And
Lettuce,
I look
tomato,
to my
onion.
left. Dude, yeah, I looked to my left, right? There's fucking we got toppings buckets, we got sauces lined up like the back of a cocktail bar. So I'm like,
Wow.
"Shit, let's get into it. I'm in my element."
Hmm.
And it was crazy because like you had all of your trad uh, toppings like lettuce, tomatoes, pickles. But then you had a few like unique things like cucumber or like black olives you could pop in there. And I'm saying that unique because this is a burger joint. Keep in mind, you know, you could put cucumber
Oh.
on a burger. You're telling me I did. It was wild.
Yeah,
Um,
what is this libtard shit right here?
yeah,
Cucumbers on a burger?
hell yeah, you can even slide a little onion ring in there. It's really fun. Then you move into the sauces department. Their sauce program was way more elaborate than I expected, Eric. You had
Hmm.
ketchup, mayo, mustard, obviously, but you got chipotle, you got ranch, you got barbecue, you got honey mustard, I think, garlic mayo. Oh, and the biggest, most important one, Eric, Harv sauce. Harv sauce.
Holy shit, I was not expecting that.
So
Harv
obviously,
sauce.
yeah, dude, I got a double hitter of that Harv sauce. I could not tell you what it tasted like. I think it was just like a sriracha mayo, but or a chipotle mayo. Damn.
Wow, you should have asked a little bit of a sampler.
Yeah, I should have probably got in on that. Tasted it outside the bun, you know, the purest form.
Yeah,
So,
dude.
anyways,
Wow.
first bite, I was really impressed. I was like, "Damn, this burger is so good." And then I was like, "Oh yeah, it's because I made it."
Oh
You know?
shit. Yeah, it's kind of like Five Guys. Like Five Guys, you can kind of like make your burger too. Like you can choose all the different toppings and
Hmm.
sauces, and like
Yeah.
they kind of like go in on like some of the cool ones, like A1. It's my favorite.
Hmm. There's like three schools of thought to burger creation. You can either like pre-select from their a la carte menu, which is kind of like the McDonald's move. You like, I'll get a junior chicken. You can take the Harvey slash Subway approach, which is additive. We start with the patty as the foundation. We build up from there. And then the third model, which is Five Guys, is more of an edit model where we're going to give you an option, but you are free to jump in, move things in and out as you please until you Lego block together the burger that's right for you. And I like that model a lot because you get to kind of pick and choose your involvement.
Mm-hmm.
The burden doesn't
Mm-hmm.
fall on you and you alone to make your sandwich. I think that's kind of where
Mm-hmm.
Subway's pivoting, but I don't know if it's appropriate for Subway because they've built their legacy on the creation additive model.
That's a great point, Ty. One
Mhm.
thing I appreciate the most about the third model of creation is they always give you the easy way out. You know what I mean? And that is,
Mhm.
you just say, "I'll go with the works."
Oh yeah, dude.
And when you say, "I want the works," you're just holding down square. You know what I mean? You're taking the easy way out. You're like, "Yeah, just
Mm,
fucking hit it with whatever you got."
totally. And despite visiting Subway hundreds of times, I don't think I've ever said the words "the works" in the presence of an artist.
hmm hmm
I've
What, what what is the way that people order everything at Subway? There's like a term for it. It's like drag it across the garden or something.
what? I've never
You
heard
ever
that
heard
before. Dude, I just say
that?
everything. I'll have it all.
Yeah, dude. Because you can
Drag
think
it
about it.
across the garden? I love that.
Yeah, dude. Because there's like a bunch of vegetables, and you're just taking your sandwich and just scraping the entire board.
Damn, like a hoe.
Yeah, dude. Drag it across. Drag it through the garden. That's what it's
Drag it through
called.
the garden. Yo, I love
Um,
that.
I just googled it, and the first page that comes up is a Wikipedia page for the Chicago dog. So
Mm,
I guess that's kind of where it originates from. It has a lot of vegetables on it, I guess.
hmm. Nothing wrong with that. Hot dogs are.
Wow.
We're not going to get into the is the hot dog a sandwich thing on this podcast, but um, I,
No,
I
we'll leave that for the lame pods.
I did eat a hot dog last night. I was at a baseball game. The Vancouver Canadians were playing, and
Oh,
I
I
didn't get
saw
the
that.
footlong hot dog. I stuck with because they don't make footlong veggie hot dogs. Is an unfortunate flaw of vegetarianism is that they think you want small portions, but
Pussy.
exactly. Like, get me the
Oh
longest
shit.
glizzy you got here.
Yeah.
But like maybe this is one of the reasons I love Subway though is like no holdbacks. Like you can get the green goddess and you can make it
Yeah.
as long as you want. That bro, that thing could goddess go for days. Like that's a foot
Yeah.
long of sandwich and
Yeah.
no holdbacks.
Yeah, dude. I love a good stadium dog, but they're
Mm-hmm.
so expensive. Why are stadium
Well,
dogs so expensive? How much was this one?
it was like $7. Honestly, pretty good
Um,
price, right? Yeah,
yeah, that's actually not bad. I'm thinking about like Rogers Arena or BC
yeah.
Place, like the
Run
blue
double
chip
digits.
stadiums. Yeah, they run double digits for sure. And then you're paying like $24 for a Budweiser at the same
Yes.
time. So like if you want to eat and drink, you're paying a lot of money, $50 probably.
Yo, it's kind of fucked. But it gave me this
Yeah.
idea. I just start like a restaurant because people love stadium food, right? And it's already expensive. So people are proving the model that they will overpay for bad food. So what if you took stadium food and you elevated it? You just took it up a notch, a little bit of fine dining plating, a little bit better ingredients. I'd call to my restaurant box seat and you go to the box seat and you get like a like a really pretty take on a corn dog or like mini donuts for dessert but they're like arranged in a little like onion ring tower kind of thing.
hmm
um
Yeah.
you know, something
I got a
you can really
question for you,
appreciate.
Ty.
Yeah.
How many tweezers you got in the kitchen over there at
Oh dude,
box seat?
we're tweezing everything. No plastic gloves around here. Fingers are not but your fingers are not going near the food.
hmm Yeah, dude. It sounds like some Silicon Valley, like cuck Michelin restaurant.
Yeah, it does
Was that
actually.
a
It seems
choo-choo
exactly what they
train?
would come up with.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
there's a
this
hole in my
could work,
booth.
Ty, but damn it. Your booth is leaking, bro. Um, I think you might be onto something, and this could work. But the one flaw that I'm potentially picking up on here is that I don't think the model actually works. I don't think people enjoy paying that much for stadium food. They just have no option because there's no
Mm,
outside food allowed. I mean, if
mhm.
you're nice with it, you can sneak in a beer or something, but you're not going to sneak in a chicken sandwich from, White Spot.
Totally.
You have to go to
You
the in-house White Spot to get it.
Totally. It doesn't matter how nice you talk to the security at the gate, you're not getting the 14-inch Domino's pepperoni pizza through.
Yeah, exactly. So you're kind of just like limited by short supply, you know what I mean? Therefore driving up the demand. It's like
You just yeah,
there's a
it is
line
supply and
regardless.
demand. Mhm.
Yeah.
It's really unfortunate. There was a episode of Nathan For You where he built a suit out of chili, and then he got into a stadium, and then he sold people chili by pumping it out of his suit. It was ingenious. So there are ways. It has been proven.
Yeah. With that, you could probably take the staff entrance. It's like,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
I'm actually a mascot here. There's
Package.
probably you see that guy on YouTube who like dressed up as Clay Thompson?
No.
So he's for those who don't watch sports, he's an NBA player. You should know who he is. But
Mhm.
this guy dressed up as him and like wore the jersey and he looks like him, like he has like the same facial structure and like haircut, and like drove into the player entrance at Oracle Arena and like went parked his car where the players parked their cars and like walked into the court, started shooting around, and then
Mhm.
they finally catch him like, oh fuck, that's not Clay Thompson.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. And he
Really
got banned
cool.
for life from the stadium.
Small price to pay for a great story.
Yeah,
Um,
it's got some good YouTube content. I would recommend checking out. They call him is it China Clay or something?
Black China?
No. It could be it's either China Clay or something else. China Clay might be oh, no, China Clay is when Clay Thompson went to China and like couldn't play or something, couldn't play very well. I don't know. There's
Mm.
lots of Clay Thompson lore out there, and I'm getting
Mhm,
two stories
mhm.
mixed up.
That's okay. You're getting lost in the elaborate narrative.
Lost in
I
the
wouldn't
Splash Bros lore.
I feel like I could probably if you just gotta swim to the closest island, as in find the, find the celebrity that you look the most alike, follow them around, and then
hmm
try to get into whatever they're doing. Like, for me, it would be whatever
hmm
after party Mr. Chalabain is at. For you,
hmm
perhaps, you could just walk straight into the open casting call for the next Yeezy, season and
Yeah,
get
exactly.
right on stage with your candle and tight white shirt.
Totally. Thank God the breadheads don't know what we look like, so we're able to put any celebrity in the sentence, and it
Mhm.
sounds pretty reasonable. So,
Mhm.
yeah, I'll see you, Ty, at the at the Young Leo convention.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. Ah, well, Ty, are we gonna purchase any of this Air Drake merch? Because we got some vacations coming up. Are we gonna cop the silk eye mask for a cool 1300?
It's very tempting, but I don't like sleeping on planes. I do,
Mm.
but I don't know, I like playing on my phone too much.
Yeah. I love playing on my phone too, and I'm so happy to hear you say that. I had no idea what kind of flyer you are, but I feel like I pay too much to sleep through it. It's like I want to experience all the weird shit that happens on a flight and like get into
Mhm.
it. You know what I mean? I gotta observe it, especially when you're in business. I want to take advantage of the amenities.
Yeah, dude, you don't wanna miss out on that.
Yeah, dude. If they're pouring that 15-year-old Hibiki in business class, you better believe I'm getting a fifth glass.
Hell yeah. So maybe the blanket would be more appropriate for me, or the patch socks, but
Uh-huh.
the blanket's gonna run you like 5 Gs, which
Yeah.
kind of crazy for a blanket.
It is a little crazy. I think the Hermes blanket that's in every OnlyFans girl's apartment costs less.
Mm.
Um, so the Air Drake one is probably better. Do you think like Bottle Thoughts are like stealing the merch when they get a flight from Drake? Is that
Oh,
how this
yeah.
like collection came to fruition?
Dude, I can't stay at a five-star hotel without leaving without the slippers and the shampoo, so of course they're taking the fucking Hermes blanket off the PJ.
Mhm. Yeah, Bay stole my Bay stole like 5 bars of Le Labo soap when we were at
Mhm.
the Fairmont like 2 weekends ago,
Dude,
and yeah, dude, now I understand why. But
it's really
airplane
hard to
merch is
understand the
different.
threshold of what's allowed and what's not, like, can I take the
hmm
pillow? The coat hooks? Like,
That's a
what's
great, yeah.
game and what's not? Like, I really like the cuck lounger in the corner of the the queen
Yeah,
bedroom.
Yeah, why is it that the lotion and like the shower gel is like unlimited, but if I like
Hmm.
move this Fiji water, I'll get charged $11?
Yeah. Like, can I call concierge to have the bellboy help me unmount the TV and load it into the back of my Suburban?
Yeah, exactly. Probably, honestly.
Hmm.
I've always thought about stealing the decor. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you get like a weird like painting, and it's just like this looks stupid. I kind of want it. And how
Hmm.
funny would it be if I had a like Four Seasons decor in my living room?
I know that like enemy of the pod Daniel Arsham always does artwork on the back of hotel room paintings. Whenever he
Oh
stays
my
at a
god.
hotel, he scribbles some sort of nonsense on the back and then puts the painting back up. A little Easter egg for other people staying at whatever ace locations he's at.
Yeah,
I
would be the ace. That guy's so insufferable. I actually can't.
I can't either. But I do think that he's presented an opportunity for a Think Fresh enterprise to leave a single slice of tomato squeegeed between both the painting and the wall for
Hmm.
an Easter egg for the fans, if you will.
Hmm. That's a nice idea. But then it would require us to eat Subway while abroad, and we all know that's a waste of a meal. It's a waste of two meals, actually.
Dude, you could BYO slices. Just bring them in a Ziploc, little Ziploc bag. Take a single slice out, put it in the.
That's true. The veggies are free. It's like, can I just get
Exactly.
like three slices to go, please?
Do you think if you asked for some veggies on the side, like you get your foot long, you stack that boy to the brim with vegetables, meats, and sauces, and then you say,
Hmm.
"Oh, before you close up shop here, can you just get three more tomato slices on the side?" Do you think that's a we're immediately entering upcharge zone because they don't fit in the sandwich, or do you
Ooh,
think those are complimentary?
ooh, that is a great question. I don't know. Um, because if so, Ty, I want to inquire about a pre-sliced pickle and have them
Mm,
throw in a pickle up on the side. That'd be kind of a nice touch.
that would be a nice touch. Ooh, I
Huh.
love that. Yeah, munch, munch.
Crunch, crunch.
Dude, that made me
Ever
salivate so
since,
much when you said that. I'm craving a pickle right now.
dude, I know. Ever since you've given me that jar of pickles, Ty, I've been on a pickle wave, and I've just been like buying jars of pickles left and right and finishing them in like a day or two. It's so
Hell yeah.
awesome.
That's amazing.
Yeah, dude.
I think I'm gonna have to plop one back right as soon as we get off out of this booth.
I'm convinced that they're better than coffee. Like
Pickles?
a hit of pickle, it's enough to like shock the system. You know, it really gets you going.
Yeah, it kind of does. Like the human body cannot comprehend that much vinegar at once. It burns more than caffeine.
Hmm. Now that you say it, a pickleback would be the perfect pre-pod drink.
Hmm. Dude, we should figure out how to appropriately mix pickleback or like pickle juice and espresso. Like, is there a world or like pickle juice and like Red Bull or something? Like, there's got to be a world where you can work pickle juice into an upper to create a concoction that is
Mhm.
like infamously body changing.
Yeah. Yeah, taking body modification to a new level. We're
Hmm.
actually just drinking espresso backs.
Yeah, exactly. Damn, that sounds like
Crazy.
a dinosaur.
Yeah, dude. Ah, fuck. Picklebacks are really good. I might have some tonight. I think tonight would be the move to have a pickleback.
Dude, they have pickles at Subway. Where's the juice going? They're not pouring that
Oh,
sweet juice down the drain, are they?
oh, that sweet juice is most definitely ending up in the drain. But do you really want the Subway pickle juice? Like, let's be really honest about that. What's better, Ty? The pickle juice at Subway or the pickle juice from a dive bar?
Oh, dude. I don't even know which one would be more toxic, but I know one of them is gonna get you like fucking hurtling over the toilet seat, you know?
Mhm. Yeah, that pickle juice from the local dive bar is like lime green,
Mhm.
and it's like definitely toxic, bro. That's the forbidden Powerade right there.
Yeah, dude, it's been spiked with food coloring or something. But the pickle juice at Subway, I'd imagine to be completely colorless and odorless. Like it's almost like all you get is a smell of a little bit of like varnish maybe. Like
Yeah,
other than
dude.
that, it's completely
Oh,
discernible. Like kind of like a really bad like cheap vodka.
yeah, really harrowing stuff, Ty.
Mhm.
Let's
Yikes.
yeah, I don't
I'm
want to
gonna
think about that too
inquire.
much longer.
I'm gonna
Yeah, let's
inquire
inquire.
next time we're in the way. I'm gonna figure out what they're doing with the juice.
Hmm. I mean, unbeknownst to us, Ty, it probably comes in like a bag, like a vacuum sealed bag that's like
Mm,
void of liquid. It's,
right.
pre-sliced or something. Some
So
crazy shit.
that would mean that the juice is in bulk somewhere in like Connecticut or something.
Hmm. Yeah, that was that like poisonous train wreck in Ohio that was actually carrying like
No,
gallons and gallons of pickle juice from Subway.
radioactive pickle juice.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, dude.
that's the
It's in
cover
the
up.
it's gotten into the groundwater, Ty, and it's infecting the whole
Damn.
continental United States.
The US government doesn't want you to know about the big
Yeah.
they're in a bit of a pickle, but they don't want you to know.
Oh shit. Oh no.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, that black smoke was actually just when you light the pickle juice on fire, it's highly
Mhm.
flammable, so it just erupts in black smoke, and
Yeah, it
it's
makes sense.
covering 4 American states.
Yeah, dude, it actually checks out. It's the same tint of smoke that leaves the toaster oven when they remove my footlong. They crack that door open.
Oh, exactly.
Just a little it's like a
Shit.
puff, just like a when they
Mhm.
crack the door.
Wow.
Mhm.
Well, Ty, no reason to drag this episode through the garden any further, but
Mhm.
it's been nice potting with you. I feel like we covered a lot of important topics today.
I think so too. We said what needed to be said.
You're welcome, breadheads. And
Mhm.
remember to check out the links in the description because they got some links to some good deals. You know what I mean? You
Mhm.
can even start a podcast for 30% off. We don't talk about that one often because that's only for the
Mhm.
real heads, but it's
Mhm.
there as well. Go check that out.
Consider them the coupons of the internet.
Exactly. You
Mhm.
can get $3 off your Italian sub, or you can get 15% off Laird Superfood. I know
Mhm.
which one I'm picking.
And to the breadheads, if you DM us on Instagram your address, we will ship you the Subway coupons that Eric has left. He's not
Yeah,
going to get
or I'll
through all
just
of them before the expiry.
pro tip: they don't do anything with a coupon in store. Like they don't even like scan it or anything. So I'll just send you a photo of my coupons if you just reply to our story.
We'll DM you the coops.
Exactly. All right, Ty. Thanks for potting with me. Thank you, breadheads, for listening, and we'll catch you later.
Think fresh, everybody. Ciao.